Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at lower Roshamuul for a 300 plus Paladin technically. However, I generally recommend this place slightly higher, maybe 350. It's even a little bit easier towards around 400. But anyway, you can start around level 300 if you want to. And this is a super popular place in general. It's just quite a fun place for this level range. It's quite profitable. The experience is quite decent. And it kind of gets you used to hunting these monsters before you go to Roshamuul West or Bones. So yeah, definitely a good place. Have to be careful because it's quite difficult. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the results. So first of all, I have not included any familiar results because the familiar does not live here long enough to really make a difference. So basically, you just have default results, and those are around 2.7 kk raw, which is about 4 kk on 150%, and loot of around 400 to 500k per hour. With regards to the starting level, like I mentioned, you can start around level 300. I personally think level 300 is very hard, especially if you go downstairs to kill the shockheads, which I do. That section is really hard around level 300. So in general, if you're not comfortable, closer to 350 is probably better. Honestly, it might even be level 400 before you feel really comfortable. So yeah, in general, if you're really good at Paladin, you know what you're doing, around level 300 you can start. If not, more towards 350, 360, 370 is probably where you're going to start getting more comfortable. With regards to Bestiary, it'll take about 6.5 hours for Frazzlemore, about 5 hours for Silencers, and about 35 hours for Shockheads. So I'm not sure if I'm really recommending that. I would probably do Shockheads at Roshamuul Shockheads to the east of Upper Roshamuul. Requirements, like I mentioned, level 300 plus. There is no access quest required. You can just run in straight from the boat. This place can effectively be hunted by knights and paladins solo. I don't think mages can hunt here solo. I don't know how you would do that. For duos, yes, you can around level 200, and full team hunt can also go here somewhere around level 130. It's going to be pretty hard for the EK around level 130. You probably want to be kiting because there's a lot of damage here. Recommended imbuements are all standard. I don't recommend any protection imbuement because there's no real elemental damage here. The only types of damage is physical and life drain. Get Bone Fiddle. You definitely really need Bone Fiddle. That 5% life drain protection is super useful. Yeah, definitely recommend it. And if you look at the damage sources, just out of interest, about 55% damage Frazzlemore. So if you roll some praise, you get some damage praise. Definitely worthwhile to maybe put a defense spray on Frazzlemore if you're level 300, if you can afford it, if you have the prey cards. Not necessary, you don't really need to. Just going back to the previous slide, I forgot to mention, I do give this place about a difficulty of 8 out of 10 for a level 300, so it is hard. It becomes a lot easier, when you scale around level 400, it's probably like a 5 out of 10. Yeah, but level 300, yeah, it's about an 8 out of 10, so do be careful. Moving on, supplies per hour, it's approximately 700 great mana potions from you, basically spamming it all the time. About 1500 arrows, about 600 avalanches, and you probably need a few ultimates for those bigger boxes as well. With regards to charms, I recommend Divine Wrath on the Silencer, and then any of Freeze, Wound, Low Blow, or Dodge on the Frazzlemore. Depending on how easy you find this place. I think Low Blow is probably the best one. If I could pick the perfect combination, I'd probably go Divine Wrath on Silence and Low Blow on Frazzlemore. But any of those four will do. For the wheel, I used Gift of Life because this place is quite hard. Once you level up, if you're like level 400, I would probably switch to Grenade, I think. Probably the Grenade wheel. And the character you'll see in the video is level 339 RP with 124 distance skill and 32 magic level. So pretty standard character, I would say. And now we're going to do the route. Now, I apologize in advance that Roshamuul is always very hard to draw out on these maps because of the different levels, but we're going to do our best. So, coming in here, you will do a pull here, then you'll do a big pull somewhere around here. I then run, and I'll do one pull here. Then I run through here, I believe somewhere to here, and do a pull here. So that's 4 pulls on the surface. At that point, I go to the back to the bridge and I levitate down right here, and then I go down a level. Then I'll usually do one big pull somewhere here. And then I do another huge pull just running around for the next one, which is I do something like this. I go like through here, pull everything out, pull everything out, pull everything out. and usually kill it somewhere in this section here. So a grand total of 6 pulls. Once I kill the sort of base floor, I go up the stairs right here, and I kind of restart. Usually I'll restart by doing this pull here, then I'll go to the left, do this pull, and then go back to the bridge and over the bridge. And yeah, and that's the loop. It's pretty basic. Something to mention as well, if you come here at level 300, you can consider skipping the bottom floor and just do the 4 pulls up on the like +1 level. Respawn might be a little bit low, but it's it's better than not doing anything, or better than dying. So something to consider if you want to just get used to the spawn. Maybe just skip the shock head level and just do the 4 pulls above. Obviously the results will be a little bit worse, but hey, it's not too bad. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, guys. I'm now going to do a quick shout out to all my YouTube members, and then I'll play the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.